good. You're here. I'm worried about Hara. She's clearly tired, but she refuses to rest. She's going to make herself ill. Speaking of which, she wants to see you as soon as you can manage. It sounded urgent. I don't know. It was strange. Hara said something about the Celestial Thief and visions you've been having. I heard how the Serpent corrupted the mage and the warrior. I hope the same thing doesn't happen to the thief. Oh, right. She's upstairs in her study. Those two men, Kelman and Titus, are with her. I guess she wanted to meet in private, but she said it was very important that you be there. Go on. Hara waits upstairs. I'm new to all of this, but I do what I can. People have been looking to Hara for answers since the Celestials appeared. So I try to help her with meetings, letter writing, little things, so she can focus on what's important. I came to Hammerfell with a few other orcs. One of the chiefs was going to pick a new wife. I wasn't chosen, but I was allowed to attend the feast that night. That's when the Iron Orcs attacked. I don't want to think about it. It wasn't even a battle. It was a slaughter. I don't know when I blacked out, but when I woke, the Iron Orcs had joined their victims in death. Standing above me was a solitary figure, hand outstretched. Hara. I don't know. It doesn't seem possible, does it? All I know is she found me and brought me here. So, you see, I owe Hara everything. I'll do anything for her. The Stargazers are my family now.
Time is not on our...
Hara, what's wrong?
Hara! What have you done to her?
Nothing. Something just came over her. Hara, what can we do?
He found me. You must...
Who found you? Who is doing this to you?
Find the ruins. Reinhold's retreat. Hidden there. You must...
No!
She's gone. Just gone. A word, if you will, my friend. I believe I can be of Reinhold's retreat. Is that truly what she said? I thought my ears had conspired to fill my mind with the foulest lies. But if you heard the same, perhaps I was meant to be here for reasons other than just stopping Tarash Z. Another of Tarash Z's vainglorious projects. He desperately sought the place and the treasure it was rumored to contain. It surprises me that one as young as Hara would know of it. Even in my time, it was barely more than myth. We did. It didn't contain what Tarash Z hoped for, so he ordered it buried out of spite. It should be directly below us if memory serves. I noted some Nedic remnants jutting from a nearby lake. I'm certain they're part of Reinhold's retreat. I'm not sure. Tarash Z had the place sealed and buried. The original entrance is unreachable. Kelman may be of some assistance to us there, if his courage holds. Let's regroup at the lake and see what we can discern. I'll find Kelman and meet you at the lake. Nazdura come. There's nothing more we can do for Hara here.
When did the skin stealers take Rhonda? Weeks ago? Months? Years?
There's definitely something still active here. I could feel the magic pulsing in these stones. Strange. I've seen these ruins jutting from the waters before. They always seemed so ordinary. But now they're practically humming with energy, and I sense... What is that? My gods, yes! It's some kind of entrance! There's only one explanation I can think of, and it's not exactly reassuring. If someone found the entrance before us and activated it, the residual energy would continue to emanate for a while after. If we go inside, we won't be alone. Right. And we mustn't let her down no matter how terrifying the task. It looks like the energy has its source at these sconces. I see nothing that can be done to activate this one, but it might be worth looking at the others. Fancy a swim?
It looks a hopeless task to me, but something makes me want to believe Hara would not have sent us here if she wasn't sure we could find whatever it is she needs us to see.
There, in the center. A passage must have opened below the water.
Quickly, dive to the passageway. We'll follow behind you. On your guard, friends. Enemies lie in wait ahead. Scaled court by the looks of them.
Interesting. These stones seem to be designed as magical defenses, though they lay dormant now. I wonder what other secrets regarding the needs have been lost to time. The stench of corruption pervades the air. Be wary. A powerful practitioner of dark sorcery is nearby.
You're too late. The Apex Stone is ours. The thief will fall under my master's sway, and none will be left to stand against us.
She mentioned another Apex Stone. Could it be that the Thief's Stone has been hidden here all along? There, the Apex Stone. What are they doing to it? Is this how they corrupt the stones and enslave the Guardians?
Look, it's Hara. Why would they have her here? We have to find a way to free her.
How do we stop it? Ethereal stones are linked. I see now. Split off and use them both before their power
Quickly,
fades.
before more arrive.
fascinating. She knew this place was protected by ethereal power. A trap set by a thief or a thief?
We've done it!
Why do I get the feeling this isn't over?
We will not fall here!
Always underestimated the will of the true heroes of this world, Malazar. Witness
Could
the
it
foreshadowing
really
of your
be?
doom.
Hara, you? All along?
It had to be this way. The time for deception is ended. Now is the time for action. Forgive me. I wore the guise of Hara because I didn't know who to trust. But neither could I rest while the serpent preyed on the other guardians. I'm sorry. The serpent is a deceiver by nature. I couldn't be sure. When the other guardians fell, I had to react quickly. I suspected that the serpent was using our apex stones against us, so I secreted mine to this ruin for safekeeping. The serpent is cunning, but he has his blind spots. He does not value the strength or cleverness of mortals. Taking the form of Hara, a mortal, allowed me to find champions, like you, to join the fight against the serpent, while eluding his gaze. We should return to Belkarth. There is still much to do, if we're to free the other guardians and stop the serpent. But I'm done hiding. The Stargazers deserve to know the truth. I can transport you back to the city if you wish.
I hope to be done here soon.
I can't thank you enough. You trusted me, even when I'd failed to show the same trust in you. I won't make that mistake again. From here forward, we must work together closely if we're to defeat the Serpent. We've sent the Serpent reeling, but he will strike again. We need to use this time to prepare our forces and free the Mage and the Warrior. The Serpent can only be defeated through the combined efforts of all three Guardians. Use this time to gather your allies, sharpen your skills, and hone your reflexes. We've won a great victory, but the war has only just begun. When the time is right to go on the offensive against the Serpent, I will call for you to lead us.
Aren't you... We haven't met yet, but I'm aware of your accomplishments. You are a useful person to know. Alas, I am but a humble servant of my patron. She is a far more useful person to know than I. Regent Cassipia? She has plans for the Scaled Court. Plans that conflict with those of the Serpent. But my patron can explain the details when you meet her. I last spoke with her at the old farm near Dragonstar. Try there. If she departed, I'm certain she left word of her travels.
The Ankara seem to be coming from burial sites like this one around Craglorn. There is a ritual that can consecrate this ground for a time and keep the Ankara from rising, but you must protect me while I perform it. I will start the ritual. No doubt the Ankara and their guardians will try to stop me. Be ready.
Light it up! Light it!
Move, now! Burn!
Burn it!
Split up! These things are making it very hard to concentrate. Fan out!
Set it ablaze!
Light it! You must defend me if we hope to finish this ritual. No, I can keep this up much longer. The ritual is complete. Thank you. I don't know how long it will hold, but the Ankara will not be able to rise in this place. For now.
You and I have a common enemy, the Serpent and his scaled court. If you will stay your hand and hear what I have to say, I can offer you a unique opportunity to see this enemy slain. Will you listen to my offer? Despite my position in the scaled court, I've grown wary of the Serpent. I realize now that we don't have the same goals. I want to make the world better. The Serpent just wants to destroy it and start over. Will you help me stop the scaled court? I've seen you in action. You're my best hope for stopping the Manticoras. Unnatural beasts. Did you know the court created them? The creation process starts in Fearfang's cavern. There, we must destroy the Scorpion Matron and her nests. I'll accompany you to the Scorpion Matron's den and help you destroy the creature and its nests. Hopefully, my disguise will hide my identity. I prefer not to kill any more of the Scaled Court than absolutely necessary. The Court create the horrible beasts in special spawning pools. They use an alchemical process to combine the traits of various predators, including the Scorpion Matron and her brood. The Manticoras are fearsome beasts, an alchemical melding of various predators. They are large, powerful, and exceptionally intelligent, and that makes them extremely dangerous. The Serpent ordered the Scaled Court to build an army. The Manticoras are the first recruits in his growing legion, but they are perverse creatures, abominations against the natural order. I can't stand by and let this atrocity come to pass. Besides the Scorpions, the Court alchemists utilize the traits of numerous predators. There are 2 other primary contributors, especially bred Warmasu, and one other I hesitate to mention. We'll talk more after we deal with the Scorpions. The Serpent lied to me. The Scaled Court is no longer working toward the changes that first attracted me to its ranks. And the more I learn of the Serpent's true plans, the more I feel betrayed. You want specifics? Very well. Look at the state of our world. An endless war, threats from oblivion, an outdated order that fails us at every turn. The Serpent promised a change, but I can't support his increasingly destructive methods. One does not simply quit the Scaled Court, especially not someone of my rank. Besides, the best way for me to stop the Serpent's plans is to continue to attack them from within. I can't openly oppose them and hope to succeed. For that, I need you. The Manticoras are fearsome beasts, an alchemical melding of various predators. They are large, powerful, and exceptionally intelligent, and that makes them extremely dangerous. The Serpent ordered the Scaled Court to build... Look how they blindly follow the Serpent's orders. His venomous lies have poisoned their minds.
I'll accompany you.
This is the only love he ever gets.
The Scorpion Matron's den should be nearby. Prepare yourself. The Matron and her brood will be deadly opponents.
I'll accompany you.
Meet me near Dragonstar after you deal with the Wamasu. Its den is close by. These scorpions were specifically selected for their compatibility with the Manticoras. With the matron slain and her nests destroyed, this portion of the process can't be duplicated. I wouldn't have been able to do this without your help. Isn't there always? The next component in the creation of the Manticoras comes from a specially bred Wamasu. Find the Wamasu cave and kill the egg bearer, then destroy its eggs. That will further hamper the process. I'll wait for you near Dragonstar. The Serpent and his scaled court would destroy Dragonstar. Everything. These people mean nothing to him. And if they discover my betrayal, they will dispatch me without hesitation. But tell me, have you dealt with the Wamasu Eggbearer? Then it's time. Now we can deal with the final component in the process and destroy the progenitor Manticora. My seneschal, Little Leaf, has assured me that we'll find them both in the Serpent's Nest. Are you ready to proceed? The court alchemists created the progenitor Manticora to breed true, without the need for further alchemical manipulation. Be warned, it's a fearsome creature. It won't surrender willingly to spell or blade. Haven't you guessed? The court uses the most deadly predators to create the Manticoras. And there are few predators more dangerous than men and myrrh. Now, let's rescue the prisoners and remove this corrupt creation from the face of Nirn. Little Leaf? She is my companion, my confidant. We've been together since before the Serpent called us and the Scaled Court was formed. She would do anything I asked, as I would for her. But enough of this. We still have a task in front of us. The court alchemists created the progenitor Manticora to breed true, without the need for further alchemical manipulation. Be warned, it's a fearsome creature. It won't surrender willingly to spell or blade. Haven't you guessed? The court uses the most deadly predators to create the Manticoras. And there are few predators more dangerous than men and myrrh. Now, Let's rescue the prisoners and remove this corrupt creation from the face of Nirn.
Cowards. Boot-licking, snake-loving, rock-headed cowards. What of it? Aren't you sick of hiding behind these walls, caught like skeevers in a trap? Iron Orcs only respond to strength. We should go out there and hunt them down, instead of wasting our time in this gutless town. I'm a guard in the Dragonstar Caravan Company. We don't run. How could you even suggest such a thing? I'd never give those ugly savages the satisfaction. Besides, the company pays well, and I like the way gold feels in my travel pack. We have a few bad gore apples, same as any big organization. And we have to be tough to provide the level of protection our contracts demand. But some of those rumors are just plain mean. We don't break legs unless we absolutely have to.
Yes, what is it? I don't have time for all these... my apologies. We're just... These are trying times, and doubly so for the Dragonstar Caravan Company. How can I help you? Really? You don't know? Oh, that's disappointing. I thought our reputation had grown of late. We started out as sellswords, ensuring that caravaneers and their goods made it to their destination safely. Now we're so much more. Indeed. Why just protect when you can control the entire supply line from start to finish? Unfortunately, the trouble with the Iron Orcs and their scaled court strains our resources and costs us gold. But make no mistake, we honor our commitments. Mind your tongue, outsider. Slander isn't tolerated in Dragonstar. Besides, filthy miners and old dustwires can't help but lie. It's a known fact. We only hire the most honorable warriors and caravaneers. Our clients deserve nothing less. Well, our principal stakeholders moved our headquarters to Skaven once we outgrew this humble hamlet. I serve as regional proctor for the company. Anything that moves through Dragonstar must receive my stamp of approval. Just because you pin a badge on a bull netch doesn't make it a Betty. It's in our guards' nature to be combative and belligerent. We do our best to keep them in line, but a Welwer's got to hunt, am I right? Same as always. We reinforced the wall and doubled the number of guards. This will pass. They're just orcs, after all. Once they tire themselves out, they'll go back to throwing dung at each other and chewing on rocks. That's how it is in Craglorn. Let's say we have a love-hate relationship. We love the gold they earn us. They hate our constant interference. But we have to protect our investment, don't we? Dragonstar started as a mining town. That gives the miners an unhealthy outlook on life. The red brittle? Oh, ghastly stuff. Never dealt in it until that high elf came to town. She's been paying absurd sums to anyone who can supply her with the rock. If we weren't so busy dealing with this Iron Orc business, we'd run her out of Dragonstar. Of course not. Shake stone is worthless. And that high elf's encouraging the miners to ignore the precious metals in order to supply her with the brittle. She's a nuisance, and she's affecting our bottom line. Not only is the rock too brittle to have any real value, it's also a danger to the public welfare. It's poisonous. Those ignorant dirt diggers can die in a puddle of their own spittle if they want to, but I can't abide the risk to our operation.
Here to swing a pick? Well, I'd think about another line of work if I were you. Mine's shut down. Closed until we sort out this whole orc-snake situation.
Hey, you! Wanna hear a joke? Why did the miner's husband run off with the lusty Argonian? Because the miner was always taking him for granite!
Another distraction.
Want to hear the name of the epic story I'm writing? Trees rain stone in an empty sea. Evocative, isn't it? You don't look very well. Perhaps you should step away from the mine and get some fresh air.
I once spent 5 days drinking mead with Thane Yegi at a fishing hole in Eastmarch. We had a fabulous time. But never try to match Yegi mead for mead. The man drinks like a thirsty mammoth.
Don't you walk away from me. Yes, I'm drunk. I'm very drunk. I even threw up over there in the corner. But that doesn't make you better than me. Nobody's better than me. I'm the perfect drunk.
Everyone's talking about serpent this and scaled court that. Honestly, how bad could it be? Do you know how many snakes I put an arrow through back in my acorn days? Maybe it's just time for me to go snake hunting again.
Skeeties grows weary of watering her roots here in town. These dry skins do nothing but drink, fight, and sing like old frogs. I don't know what will evaporate first, their ale, their gold, or my patience.
Our carts overflow with more wounded than trade goods these days. And for what? More gold? The price of prosperity is high. Too high, if you ask me. You there, Serpent Hunter. May we speak? Yes, yes. You'll do nicely. I have a task for someone with your abilities. A dangerous task, but very profitable. Straight to the point. Yes, I've chosen well. 3 of my most trusted acolytes have turned their back on Satakal and joined the Scaled Court. The task is simple. Kill my acolytes. All 3 of them. As publicly and brutally as possible. Squeamish? How disappointing. But our interests are aligned. The Scaled Court threatens all of Craglorn. If my acolytes lend them their considerable power, the task of defeating the cult becomes that much harder. Kill them for me, and we both win. Satakal's vengeance must be quick as a serpent's strike. You'll find my traitorous acolytes at Scaled Court enclaves throughout the region. Snake cultist? Is that how you see me? I am no cultist. You make it sound as though I am some kind of skooma-addled peasant shouting about the end of days. I am a priest of Satakal the Worldskin, closer to the far shores than any who came before. A snake? Is Hammerfell simply a desert? Is Hunding simply a sword? Satakal's coils control the fate of all Mundus. Creation, destruction, chaos, order. Satakal reigns over all. You see the Scaled Court as a threat. All I see is a pack of fools. As if Craglorn or even Tamriel has any hope to begin with. Open your eyes. The end is already here. Satakal's jaws widen even as we speak. Soon he will devour the world and start the process of rebirth once again. What a narrow view of the world you have. But I can see how such matters could be difficult for the uninitiated to grasp. We could argue theology until our water skins run dry, but I know you have more important matters to attend to.
Sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss.
Well?
Taste of her remains.